quick look at the Lyman Brass Smith Adjustable Powder Trickler. Now this I got because it looked like it was well made. It seemed like it was really gonna fit my needs, and I didn't already have a powder trickler. I had a 22-250 case. This was my old powder trickler, literally. So I would take my funnel, put the case under there, pour some powder in here, and then use this as my trickler. And it worked okay. Like, I would just hold it over the pan and kind of roll it back and forth. And it was okay for trickling up charges. But I gotta tell you, this Lyman Brass Smith Adjustable Powder Trickler is excellent. It's got a long aluminum tube right here, which is actually, this is an extension that you can screw on and screw off if you don't need it. I'll just show you real quick. Again, trying not to make a 4-hour video. Okay, you can use just the tube here. The whole thing comes apart like that. Okay. And what I want you to see too, I really like the handle. It's actually very wide and weighted and aluminum. So it's this, and this is cast aluminum too. It's anti-static. It does have a steel base with a pad on the bottom of it. The thing's awesome. This part screws in and out to adjust the height. You can undo this set screw, screw the base in and out, make it taller and shorter. Of course, now I just messed up the height, but I'll figure it out again. So when I first got this, my only issue was I had to figure out where this hole was inside once I put powder in it. And that kind of got me messed up. Okay, because there's only a hole on the one side, and when you spin it, you know, and powder that's up in this little funnely part falls down into this part and then trickles down, trickles down, trickles down till it comes out the tip. Well, what I figured out, and it's no great, trick or anything, is I just marked the outside of the tube here with a black Sharpie, even with my hole, so that I know where my hole is, for two reasons. One, for filling, and two, for at the end of my load session, when I dump off the powder, I have a really cool trick that I do to get the powder in and out of this thing without making a mess. Okay? Now, I got to get some powder, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've got, excuse me, I got 2 cans of powder from the same lot. So what I'm going to do real quick is just show you what I do. I line it up so the hole's at the top, pour my powder in. Of course, now this isn't going to want to go because it's the very bottom of the can. Like I said before, I've got the exact same powder lot. I got a brand new can right over here. So, I make sure my hole's at the top. I add a little powder, and of course I'm trying to do this on camera, and there's granules flying everywhere. So now I've got powder in here, but what do? Aha! This is where my little Dixie cup type cup comes in. Okay, I use these a lot in reloading. Now I could sit here and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin for like 4 days, but instead of doing that, I give it a little shake with my hole lined up at the top so that I know that the shaking, the vibrating, and gravity are helping me get the stuff down in the hole. Okay? Then I go like that, and lo and behold, there are little granules coming out already. And if you need to, you can give it a tap like that. And I'm hoping you can see in the camera, there's little granules coming out. Look at that, huh? Pretty cool, huh? And then you say, oh, but wait, how do you get it back out? Well, and here's the thing. This powder measure, I've used it with 4 or 5 different rifle powders. It worked great with all of them. The rate that little nuggets come out, it really changes a lot from granule size and type, but also the speed. So like to get a slow trickle where you only want 1 or 2 grains, you gotta really kind of just go slow. And then even, you know, this is Varget, and sometimes I just can't quite go slow enough and I'll get 2 or 3 grains instead of 1. But usually if I just touch it like that, I can get 1. And then, you know, you tap it and the next one just drops. So you just got to go real slow if you're trying to only do 1 granule at a time. But the thing works just awesome. But again, you got to just touch it and not go too quick. Now, at the end of my reloading session and I want to empty this thing, what do? Aha, same thing. Line up my line, which if I could ever make a suggestion to Lyman, it would be to have a little line, a mark, the same spot as the hole out here on the shaft. Anyway, I take my Dixie cup, I take my Lyman Brass Smith adjustable powder trickler, and I let gravity help me empty it. And when it stops, because it's past the hole, I do the same thing I did in the beginning. Shake it a little bit, give it a couple taps, and dump it out again. Because once I have the hole at the top lined up, it all just comes out. And then when you get to the point where it doesn't really work anymore, because it gets, I don't know if you can see down in there, eventually it's going to get down past, I mean right now there's still stuff falling in it, but once it gets down past where it'll fall in, okay, like right here, what do? I take my cup, I lay it like that, and I dump it here, and then this whole thing on the top fits right over there. And then you can look in there, it's clean, but I make sure I double check. It's empty, it's clean. Pretty cool. And that's how I use it. So, this thing, I love it. I highly recommend it. If you don't have a powder trickler, or you're not happy with the powder trickler you have, give this thing a try. Let me just move here real quick. So you can see right now it's kind of high, but you can position it, you know, higher or lower, simply screwing it in. Boom. There it is, you know. Yeah, it's very cool, and it's weighted. It's not going anywhere. I like it. I like it a lot. That's all I got about the powder trickler. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you next time. Have a great day.